There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 62 plus. Yep, blue striker. Blaster, 6.
Now Love. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Love now. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it didn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
St. Brown motioning left. Play action. It's gone. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Set, hut. 33, yellow. Trailer, yellow. Ready.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
2 for 66.
To the air again. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
180. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In motion, the tight end. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
52 Blues.
Here's Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And back deep, Deontay Johnson. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One more time with Jacobs. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it. Down 3 on 4th down. They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Gong. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22. Check pink. Steal. Check steal. Blue, go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
33, yellow.
Love from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert to first down. Throwing. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Catch made right side by Wilson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Black, 95.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before break here. Gone. His throw incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Blue,
here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
right, white, yellow, 22, light blue.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Fight 10 black. Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a handoff up. And it coughed it up. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Jacobs going to try the middle. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Now gone. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Gibbs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown from a yard out. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
Goff looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, some strong running. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On play action. Love to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10, 50, green. Beetle blue.
To throw now. Here's Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready. 38. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Wilson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Forced out to his left.
Ben, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
We're good. We're good. One out.
Now it's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Again, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Goff now to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again is gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. A little juke. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And search of redemption from the pick six. Goff steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back to throw. Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last throw here for Goff. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.